too distinguished. He was a professional leveler and nanomagician, expert at maze walks, breaking Monte Carlo, and designing his now patented cognitive inflatables. She was an associate professor of debunking, specializing in theoretical concepts of emergent copulation and exporting human perceptual systems to targeted domains. After a long career as a particle environmentalist, he moved into molecular design to explore a broad band of biological applications, including the redesign of his own wife. She became a science steering committee member, proposing expanded funding for psychosensual manipulation of spiritual vision. How do humans detect texture, power, depth, failure, and the end? This is the question that first brought the two together. Her cycles were irregular. His were involved in uncontrolled cell division. Their work is fundamental for understanding the psychophysiological mechanisms responsible for transformation of a culture, or
Thursday, 3:36 p.m.
Her cycles were irregular. His were involved in uncontrolled cell division. Their work is fundamental for understanding the psychophysiological mechanisms responsible for transformation of a culture or quantum space. Supersymmetry and string theory never had a place. He served as trustee for the Association for Unsolvable Dilemmas. She had always been an environmentally sensitive phenotype placed on the chopping block, so to speak, and subsequently made into a global industry. Their time together was characterized by stochastic resonance, the quantitative characterization of which revealed dynamic, self-organized, critical phenomena of extreme morphogenic variation. She was in the final stages of compiling an anthology on diversity. She was in the final stages of compiling an anthology on diversification systems using spore-generated web network remodeling agendas. He had recently taken up research on uniform plasticity as evolution theory, emphasizing the crocheted dolly approach, which would one day significantly impact human and insect communities. Their baby died. It was the first time in history that had happened. There had been no warning.
Thursday, 3:43 p.m.
Their baby died. It was the first time in history that had happened. There had been no warning sign. It rained for a week. She stared out the window down at the street. The end of something old was the beginning of the new, she reasoned. But this was the end of something new. It made no sense. All that labor for nothing. The work of the gross cosmos, struggling against crude potential to create the perfect little person with skin, hair, eyes, toes that wiggled, arms that waved about, and mental processing beyond our wildest imagining. A tendency to delight. Not a rough stone, not a clod of dirt. Her novel computational constructs involving pattern recognition were obliterated. He noticed his pants had been resized without his permission. He slowly raised his eyes. The control of cell division was now completely out of his hands. Computer security systems were not in place back then. So any retardation factor X that played a role in synapse development proceeded broadly and could be unduly effective. Who or what was to blame could not be named by anyone, which explains exactly nothing. For the past 16 years, he had been
Thursday, 3:46 p.m.
For the past 16 years, he had been rewriting the first 3 chapters of his untitled book. He abandoned it. She went in for elective eye surgery and reluctantly returned to her work. There was more to do than ever. Random number generators had just been generated to everyone's relief. Random number generators had just been generated to everyone's relief, so that random arrangements, random patterns of thinking, random realities could now be accessed. Random features for the human face were making a splash. The technology of yeast cultures had not been fully understood, yet Bayesian estimation was opening up new frontiers. Mosses and molds are now known to be super-rational ancients, but no one then had any idea of how to approach them. Flatbreads, bumpy worlds, neurobotanists couldn't think what to do with their grand surpluses. He has consistently shown a long-time commitment to communicating unfavorable research results. She has consistently demonstrated an understanding of the instruments that drive particles to become more physical. Her uterus tipped to cut and hold more seed, yet no companion star was ever found. Paleontologists
Thursday, 3:50 p.m.
Her uterus tipped to cut and hold more seed, yet no companion star was ever found. Paleontologists often wonder about the history of life. It continues. And it continues a fact that there is a 20-minute, and it continues a fact that there is a 26-minute periodicity in the occurrence of extinctions. His robust regrowth pattern remained outstanding. Her contributions to kin spinning were unsurpassed. Their seminal study led to tropical wasps languishing in seminaries, sexual selection and social competition went in for deep analysis. He has taken a wait-and-see approach to questions of the world falling apart. She has blown the widely accepted renormalization. She has blown the widely accepted renormalization theory clear out of the water. Can there be a connection between genetics and astrophysics? Can there be communication between one cell and entire organism? Can there be a reason for anything?
Thursday, 3:54